Hey you guys, welcome back to NEMT Van Talks. I'm Jasmine.
And I'm Monica.
And we are going to have a discussion.
Yes.
I saw an interesting post on social media, and this particular company, this particular business owner, posed a question to a broad audience, and I shared the message with Monica. And I was just like, oh my God, I was in disbelief. And so we just want to discuss it with you guys today.
So let's get into it and talk about it. So I'm going to read the post to you guys, and then we're just going to dive in and just have a discussion about it, okay? Good morning, fam. As we deal with the economy winding down, how are some of y'all dealing with late payment, non-paying clients? ? How much loss have you taken, and what is the cutoff at which you freezes their account? We've made the mistake of trusting a long-standing good client who have now racked up $165K in outstanding balance and have not paid. Be warned. Share your stories. Wow.
Be warned.
$165K?
Oh my goodness. That is just absolutely ridiculous.
How did I get past $1,000? Like,
how do you get past $50? Okay, I might be pushing it a little bit.
But let's talk about it. I know in our last video we did discuss the importance of having contracts and, going through your contracts, making sure you outline, your different requirements and stuff. But
yeah,
how do you go this far?
How do you dive that deep in? Like, I don't even see an out for that. Like, that's $100 and something thousand in debt that a company has to you.
Yeah. That's
my number one question. The first thing that comes to my head is, do you have a contract with this facility?
That part. And if you do, are you, and what I mean by you, the business owner, are you adhering to that contract? Because in your contract, if you indicate that invoices should be paid within the first 30 days of rendering services, and they're not doing that, if they're not paying that contract, why are you continuing to provide?
They're breaching the contract. So why are you continuing to?
And I get it. I mean, clearly in this post,
I wonder, how many vehicles do they have?
Have to have a lot.
How are they paying their drivers? It must be a large company to be able to dive that deep.
Yeah, it has to be. I mean, and I get it. They did mention that this is a long-standing good client, so they may have some. I know.
No.
But listen, let's just give them the benefit.
That sounds like an excuse to me.
Let's just give them the benefit. I mean, they asked for feedback, so let's just. But yeah.
You know what, you guys, like we always say, you want to make sure that you get your payment before you render your services. Always process that payment before you render your services. That is a must.
Yeah.
Now, let's just say they do have a contract with this company or organization. Fine, that's fine and dandy. But in your contract, it needs to stipulate, outline what your expectations are. So, like Monica said, payment must be rendered within 30 days from the time of service. You need to be specific in outlining.
Very specific.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's important. And then are they sending out emails letting this organization or company know, like, hey, okay, your account is past due?
I'm curious, to know at what amount will they just stop providing service. Like,
they're not. I mean, that's $100,000.
I'm just saying, maybe they was like, okay, if it gets to $200,000, maybe we'll just.
Oh no.
But here's the thing, too, guys. I know we're mentioning this so much, but here's the reason why. Honestly, we are seeing this happen more and more frequently in this industry. So we just want to make sure that you are fully aware and prepared if you do decide to establish a contract with a facility,
because these companies go bankrupt too.
They do.
Just because you may see this organization and think that this is just a massive organization and they're doing well and they have money, but that's not always the case.
Yeah,
they go bankrupt too.
Yeah, absolutely.
So here you are diving deep. You got somebody organization that owes you $100 and something thousand.
That's a lot of money. And again, it's happening so frequently now in this industry. For number one, never have an invoice outstanding worth that amount, like, period.
Yeah.
Like, there's just no way around that, regardless.
And what amount would you just be like, you know what, we can't?
Oh, you already know we talked about this last time. Like, I'm tripping over $500, like,
Yeah.
$250, like, because regardless, it's our money. We worked hard for it. Like, we provided the service. We held our end of the bargain. So you need to do the same thing. So
Yeah.
regardless of the amount of the invoice, they
Do
should
not allow these companies to take advantage of you and your business.
Mhm.
This is something, your business is something that you put your hard work, dedication,
Yep.
and energy into, and you have to stand proud on it. And don't be afraid to go to that client and say, hey, you owe me this money.
Yes.
You owe me this money. Of course, don't just say it like that, right?
Yes.
But you want to keep it professional, but let them know, send your notices out, letting them know that they do have an invoice that is past due, and if you have to send that notice out every week or whatever the case may be, do it. If you have to seek legal advice, do it. You should always have a legal team if you're in business. So if you don't have a legal team behind you, or someone that you work with that is very knowledgeable in regards to the laws of California, business laws, and tax laws. I mean, that's just a part of being in business.
Right,
but
right.
You definitely want to make sure that you have someone on your team because of situations like this. Now, how's he gonna get his 100,000?
I don't know, but I'm listening to you. But as I'm listening, I'm looking at the comments, and other people on this thread are also posting about their experience as well.
What are they saying?
And how this one person said, the hospital I transport for cut me weekly checks. One person said, you get your money up front unless you're dealing with a big company, which apparently this must be a big company. I've always, since the day I've started, get paid the day before a transport, or they don't go. So she said she does a transport without them paying first. This one guy said, mine is every 2 weeks. As I told my customer, you run your payroll every 2 weeks. I will be collecting a check every 2 weeks as well, which makes sense. He's absolutely right. So anyway, there are other people saying that, this one person said he had an account that was 5 months behind, and he froze them. He stopped providing, transportation, and now the corporation is scrambling trying to pay the invoice because they need his service. So just reading this thread, there seems to be
100,000 though, like,
yeah, it seems
I
to be.
wouldn't even want to do business with them anymore.
No,
to be honest with you,
it's definitely a bad look, but I think it is a critical topic though. Like,
yeah,
I hope. So let's just be fair. I honestly do hope this transportation company is able to recoup their money and not have to take the legal route, because
I know, because that can get expensive as
well. And
but I really think that they should have not let it get that far. I really do. And really, that's all I have to say to that.
Yeah.
Why did you let it get this far?
Yeah. So guys, like, I'm also curious to know too, like, if you're currently a transportation owner and you've experienced this before, like, if you don't mind to share that story with us. Like, we would love to hear, like, how you were able to recoup your money, and if you did, what other measures you put in place to prevent this from happening again in the future. We would definitely like to share that as well. But
for sure. But long story short, you guys, never get that far in a hole with the company. I don't care if it's Kaiser. I don't care if it's whoever, United Healthcare, health plan, whatever the case may be. Never let it get that far, because you're a small business owner. And you need all of your funds to effectively run your business. And so, to me, that's just telling me that this organization has no respect for your operations and what you have going on. I wouldn't want to work with them anymore. So definitely I would want to recoup my 100 and something thousand. But would I see myself doing business with them again?
Probably not.
No.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money. Yeah. I honestly, I'm lost for words. I don't really have much to say else about that topic. We just felt like we needed to discuss it again. You know, we felt compelled just to bring it up again.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we pretty much said enough on that.
Yeah. So always accept payment up front if you do not have a contract with the facility. If you do have a contract with the facility, you want to make sure that your contract stipulates when you're supposed to get paid, payment due dates. You also want to include that, you know, if invoices go unpaid, you will be contacting them. You'll send out this many notices, whatever the case may be. We also do have a contract on our website.
Yep.
So if you're not sure what's supposed to be on that contract, we have a contract that you can, it's a customizable contract that you can purchase on our website, and it outlines all of this because we definitely want to make sure we get the money right.
Right. And then just add to that too, I know we get a lot of questions too in our consultations, in our discovery call. Like, people ask, like, how do we accept payment? So we will be doing a video about different ways to process payments and invoice, like how do we send invoices. We will be doing a video about that information as well. So definitely just stay tuned for those videos as well. So that can also help you when you are establishing these different contracts.
Absolutely. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you again.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Bye.